During my PhD, I have been involved in the study of human exposure to low-frequency electromagnetic fields. Nowadays, everyone is exposed to magnetic fields due to the steadily increasing of artificial sources. Low-frequency magnetic fields generate induced currents inside the human body, whose intensity depends on the external magnetic fields. If these currents are sufficiently high, they interfere with physiological mechanisms and can cause the stimulation of nerves and muscle. For this reason, a number of national and international organizations have formulated guidelines establishing limits for low-frequency electromagnetic field exposure, like ICNIRP and IEEE. In particular, the Directive 2013 is focused on the minimum health and safety requirements regarding the exposure of workers to the risk arising from electromagnetic fields. Therefore, it is very important to be able to carry out a correct evaluation of human exposure to assess the respect of limits. It requires the accurate modeling of the electromagnetic field source and the knowledge of the posture of the exposed worker. In this year, several realistic and detailed anatomical whole-body models of different types of human beings have been developed. However, most of them are only available in the standing position with their arms along their sides. This greatly limited the possibility of studying the electromagnetic safety in realistic exposure situations with the classical approach, in which G is the edge-to-node incident matrix, M sigma is the conduct matrix, phi is the electric scalar potential, and A is the line integral of the magnetic vector potential due to the sources along the mesh edges. For this reason, posted phantoms started to be developed, but these require a cumbersome task, which necessarily introduces some approximation. Therefore, the idea is to evaluate the human exposure on a non-posted phantom and to change the magnetic field direction by applying suitable geometric transformation. In the inductive method, I consider a map F which takes the non-posted body to the posted one. The classical formulation must be rewritten by considering a new tissue conductivity, M sigma p, and a new source term, AP, both depending on the Jacobian matrix JP of the transformation. It is important to underline that M sigma p is locally computed and then the domain-based matrix is assembled in a classical FEM-like fashion. The Jacobian matrix is linked to the applying transformation. In the case of translation and rotation, the two tissue conductivity matrices are equal, while the stretching are approximately equal. What about the numerical results? In the 2D domain consists in an ellipse. The field frequency diagram underlines that the results obtained with the proposed method are exactly the same as those obtained with the classical approach. In the 3D, a simplified phantom is considered. In the maximum exposure, the numerical results are completely comparable in the torso and arm, and there is a little deviation in the junction, with an overestimation of 11%, more than acceptable, due to the linear variation of the Jacobian matrix angle. Future work. Well, by eliminating the posturing step, it is possible to focus on the quality of the models and to work on the single tissue in order to improve the quality of the mesh and to eliminate the approximation errors. In fact, the human model used in the numerical simulation until today are voxelized models. They produce star casing errors and need post-processing methods to try to reduce it. The idea is to use tetra-human model, which allow us to eliminate the star casing effect on the Mandarin domain and hopefully to correctly evaluating the in situ electric field without using post-processing methods. Thank you for your attention.